Welcome back to another camper van tour. Slightly different to our usual van build, as this one is not actually a camper van, it's more of a luxury chauffeur vehicle. So we've converted this for our customer. It's on a 2021 VW Crafter long wheelbase, and yet it's been a little bit of a learning curve, this one, because it's all sorts of different things and different methods of doing things that we're not quite used to. So yeah, it's been a bit of a learning curve, dead interesting one to build. The end results we're absolutely over the moon with, so we'll get into it. I'll do a little bit of a quick tour, bit of a casual one, show you some of the features that we've put in there, and yeah, I'm sure you'll love this one. So probably the main feature in this van are these amazing luxury recliner seats. So as you can see, they're just class, and they're all 12 volt operated, and you've got 4 different operations or 4 different range of movements with them. So as you can see here with this S-Class controller, you've got 4 different buttons here. You've got the headrest, which is send it up or down. You've got this one that operates the backrest or the recliner. You've got this bottom one, which will slide the seat forward and backwards, which in turn will give you more scope for reclining the seat further back without interfering with the seat or the person sat behind you. And then my favourite, this other button here, which is the footrest. So all put together, you can almost lie flat. So next to each one of these 4 seats, we've got one of these side units, or up the front end, we've got the center console. Inside these 2 side units, we've got these fold out tables. So just nice little small area if you've got any food or whatever, some drinks. Got a couple of cup holders, and we've also got a light, a reading light next to each one of these seats. So flexible head, move the lights wherever you want, and then underneath the light as well, they've all got a USB port, so plug your phone in, tablets, whatever you want. Yeah, it's all right here within arm's reach from each of these 4 seats. In this little section here, you can see we've got 3 switches. So the switches to operate some of the lights in the van. As you can see there, we've got some strip lights and lights in the side of these seats connected to this one. These switches as well, they're all touch operated and touch dimmable. So hold on to that switch to dim it down, let go, hold on again to brighten it up, and then just tap it to switch it on. Off, sorry, and then tap it again to switch it back on. Next switch operates the strip lights in the ceiling. Again, touch dimmable. And then the last switch there operates the spotlights. In here you'll see we've got a controller. There's another one knocking about somewhere. Now what we've got here, as you've probably seen, we've got a telly mounted in the front and a telly in the back. They are a 55-inch Samsung Frame TV, and the front one we've connected a PlayStation 5 to, and in the back we've connected a Fire Stick to. So also what we've done is we've mounted a 4G max view antenna to the roof, so whenever you're driving you've got internet access for, you know, all your shows and whatever that you want to watch on your Fire Stick, and you've also got access to the internet with your PlayStation as well. So yeah, as I mentioned, in this center console here, we've got a couple of tables, the same as the one I've just shown you. We've also got the controls for an air dispatcher diesel heater down here. So the air dispatcher is actually mounted underneath the driver's seat, but we've vented that out through this little duct in here. Couple of USB ports down there as well, and then in the back here we've got a little ice bucket. So champagne, beers, whatever you want, stick them in there, and that ice drains. Once it melts, it just drains through a drain that's permanently fixed through the floor, and it'll just drip out onto the road. Little box here for all the controls. As I mentioned, we've got a couple of smart TVs. We've also got control here for Bluetooth system, which I'll show you in a minute, and somewhere we've taken it out actually, but we've got a max fan, deluxe fan fitted to the roof as well there, so we've got the remote for that also. In the sides, sticking on ventilation here, we've got a couple of slides to open windows, one here and then one in the opposite side in the sliding door. We've also fitted a couple of Horex blinds behind this leather panelled wall. So you've got a fly screen that comes up from the bottom, and blackout blind from the top. So as I mentioned before, there has been a bit of a learning curve with this build, and one of the main things is this leather on the walls and ceiling. So we're not used to really doing it where you're trying to put a panel on the wall that's covered, and you're sort of trying to hide the fixings as well. So we did our research, we found out about all these different invisible clips that are on the market, and we come up with our own sort of method of doing it really. And yeah, as I said before, we couldn't be happier with the end result. It's all solid, looks great, and yeah, it's good results in the end. So moving into the back end, as I mentioned, another smart TV up on the wall there. Below that we've got the audio sound system controller. So 4 speakers in the ceiling, and you can connect to that sound system via Bluetooth, USB or an aux cable. You've got all the controls here, but as I mentioned before, there is a remote control up the top end of the bus as well. And then below that we've got a couple of 230 volt sockets. You know, plug your laptop or whatever into that. We've got a HDMI a HDMI port and an Ethernet port there as well. So if you've got your laptop here, you want to display whatever's on your laptop on the big screen, you've got the HDMI port, and if you want to connect directly into the Wi-Fi antenna, then that's your Ethernet port for that. Also, nice big ice bucket in here, a lot bigger than the one at the front. You get about 24 bottles of beer in here, and the same as the one on the front. As the ice melts, and it just drains right through the floor. Yeah, and nice little table there to put your food on and whatever. So I'm going to take you around into the back and show you the electrical system in a second, but one little feature that we absolutely love, we actually stole this idea when we were researching other vans like this. We'd seen a couple that had done this and we thought it was just a really nice touch, so yeah, we nicked it. Couple of little umbrella holders there, and obviously with the UK weather being absolutely awful most of the time, we just thought having them mounted there right next to the door was just a really nice touch. So right by the door, I won't stick it up because it's bad luck, but there you go. It's the little things in it. Yeah, so nice big area for large suitcases, shelf up there for your smaller hand luggage, whatever. Yeah, we've got a couple of sockets, and this is the box for the control box for the rear TV. Inside this cupboard, we've got a couple of 100 amp hour Victron lithium batteries. We've got a couple of DC to DC chargers, nice big inverter, some fuses, switches, and on the outside here is just a battery charger. So no need for an actual hookup point to be mounted directly into the side of this van. It's just a case of plugging that into an extension lead when it's at the, outside the customer's house or wherever he's got it, and that'll just top up his batteries before he heads out on the road. So that pretty much sums it up for this one. There isn't as much stuff to show you as there would be in a full camper van build. Yeah, it's pretty much one of them with this. You can see all of the main features just by stepping in here. But yeah, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching. Go and check out some of our other videos, show them some love. Same with this one. Like, hit that follow button, share them with your mates, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.